In this session, we can see about the symmetric key modern block cipher. Okay, so what is symmetric key modern block cipher? A symmetric key modern block cipher is a type of encryption that processes data in fixed size blocks. Okay, symmetric means the block will be symmetric. Already we know about block cipher. Okay, so the communication streams will be divided into n bit blocks. Okay, so now let's see one by one. So symmetric key modern block ciphers. The first one, how it works. Okay, so now thinking about the encryption and decryption. Encryption and decryption. So it encrypts or decrypts n bit blocks of data because this is a block cipher. Okay, so n bit blocks, we divided the blocks into n bits, and encryption and decryption will be performed for this n bit blocks, and it uses the same key for both the encryption and decryption process. Okay, and handling the messages, coming to the handling messages means the blocks, if the messages is shorter. Okay, so if the message is shorter means shorter than the n bits, required n bit fits to a block, the padding is added. Okay, and if the messenger is longer than the n bits, it is divided into n bit blocks. Okay, so the prime objective is we are going to encrypt n bit blocks. If the block is shorter means padding is used, and if the bit is longer than n bit means it is divided into n bits. Okay, and the second one, types of operations. Okay, types of operations. So this modern block ciphers can function into two ways. One is the substitution cipher, and the another one is the transposition cipher. Okay, so two types of ciphers are there: substitution cipher and transposition cipher. Okay, so from the name itself, substitution cipher. So in this, each input is substituted with a different output. So makes it too hard to guess the original data. For example, changing the values a to x and similarly b to m and etc. so on. So we are changing the values. So each input is substituted with a different output. That is the substitution cipher. And the transposition cipher, this rearranges. Okay, so this rearranges or shuffles the order of characters or bits. So this rearranges the order or characters of bits. So it does not change the actual values, only their positions are changed. So this is less secure. So comparing to this substitution cipher and transposition cipher, this substitution cipher is more secure because it's hard to guess the original data. Okay, and then the third one, so we can go through the third type, that is the components. Okay, components of a modern block cipher. So there are so many components are there. The first one is the D block. The first one is the D box cipher. Okay, So D is the diffusion box. So this spreads the influence of each input bit across multiple output bits. So this helps make the chipper resistant to attacks. Okay, so for example, so let's explain with a diagram. So here we are having an n bit n equal to 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the output also 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So in this diffusion box, this one will be rearranged. Okay, this one will be rearranged with the fourth position, and the two will be rearranged with the first position, and third will be with the fifth position, and fourth will be third, and fifth will be second. So we are rearranging the positions. Okay, so this is the straight D box. Okay, this is the straight D box. Okay, so another example also we can show the similar pattern. So we are having an 5, n bit equal to 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Output also, so 1 will be expressed by 1 and 2 is compressed. Okay, and 3 will be expressed as 2, 4 is compressed, and this will be given as third one, 1, 2, 3. So this is called as compression D box. Okay, so likewise one more example we can tell. So the same D box we are considering n equal to 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, so this is the expansion box. So this 1 will be represented by 1 and 6. 2 will be represented by 3. 3 will be represented by 2. 4 will be represented by 4 and 7. 5 will be represented by 5 and 8. So the output will be expanded. Okay, so this is called as the expansion D box. Okay, so that's all about the diffusion box, and now let's see about the S box. The next component of this modern block chipper is S box. So this X box replaces each input. Okay, this replaces each input with a new value. So it increases confusion, making it hard for attackers to break the chippers. Okay, and the next component is the XOR. Okay, XOR, that is exclusive OR operations. Okay, so a bitwise operation that mixes the data with the key. Okay, so in the encryption, a bitwise exclusive OR operator will be used, that is X and the Y. This is about the encryption side. Okay, and this will be transmitted over the channel, and in the decryption side it will be decrypted. Okay, so this XOR will be used as a key. That means 1 XOR 1 will be equal to 0, 1 XOR 0 equal to 1 and so on. Okay, so the XOR, a bitwise operations that mixes data with the key. Okay, and another component of this modular block chipper is circular shift. Okay, so the circular shift, that is rotation of a bits. So bit in these blocks are shifted to the right or left in a circular manner. Okay, for example, one example we can see, we are having 8 bits, that is B7, B6, B5, B4, B3, B2, B1 and B0. Okay, so this is the normal block. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to shift the first 3 bits, shift left. The 3 bits is shifted left, shift left 3 bits. That means this 3 bit is shifted towards the left. So after shifting, the block will be like this, that is B4. This 3 bit will be shifted. So B4, B3, B2, B1, B0 and the shifted bit B7, B6 and B5. So this is the block shift left the 3 bits. Similarly, we can perform the right shift also. So this is the another component of circular shift. Then the another one is the swapping. Another component of the block chipper is swapping. Swapping means a bit exchange. Okay, so that means it interchange bits or groups of bits within a block. That means, for example, we can tell, so we are having a component B7, B6, B5, B4, B3, B2, B1 and B0. So here what we are going to do is we are having a 8 components and we are going to exchange. This will be exchanged. So after exchanging, this block will be coming here, that is B3, B2, B1, B0 and B7, B6, B5 and B4. Okay, so that means it interchanges. So it interchanges bits or groups of bits within a block. Within the block, the interchange will be happening. And the last component of this block chipper is split and combine. Split and combine. Okay, so here also what we are going to do is, so here also if you are considering 8 bit blocks, that is B7, B6, B5, B4, B3, B2, B1 and B0. So this will be splitted. Okay, so after splitting, you are having in the encryption side, you are having 2 blocks and this will be communicated to the channel, and the decryption side, it receives 2 splitted blocks and it will be combined together. Okay, so this is also a component of a modern block chipper, that is split and combine. In the encryption side it is splitted and in the decryption side it is combined. Okay, so these are all about the modern block chipper. Okay, so let's recall that. So it works on encryption and decryption, means that is n bit blocks use the same key. So the padding will be used to fit the length n equal to n bits. Okay, so the type of operation, that is substitution chipper and the transposition chipper will be there. In the substitution chipper means changing the values, that is A to some another value and B to some another value and so on. And the transposition chipper means rearrange the order or character. So in the components of modern block chipper, D block is there, that is straight D blocks and compression blocks. In that some blocks will be compressed and the expansion block, the blocks will be expanded. And the S blocks means replaces each input with a new value, and XOR, a bitwise operation that mixes the data with the key. And circular shift, we can be shift circular towards left or right. And swapping, the blocks will be swapped each other, and during encryption it will be splitted and during the decryption it will be combined. So that's all about the modern block chipper. Thank you.